Welcome back, guys, to Tales of Arise Beyond the Dawn, where last episode, resting the night in Niez with Alphen and Shionne sharing a moment, the group resolved themselves to chase down Nazamil once again and stop this farce. However, new quests appeared across the land, which we started with a contest to make a new juice. We then came across a former informant within the Navira snow plains who ran away on talking to him, starting hand in hand as we follow his tracks.
I guess...
Hey, you seen a suspicious guy come this way? He was holding a bag about yay big. No, I haven't. So look behind him. Hey, what have you got on that snow behind you? Let me take a look. What is the meaning of this? You're hiding a bag in there. That snow is way out of place. And I can see the damn bag. What? No way. I hid it good. Haha, you are hiding it. You tricked me.
Good grief.
I can't see the bag, but that's the only snow around here that's unnaturally packed down, so it's pretty obvious. Damn it. You know the guy we're looking for. I don't know any snake eyes. Never said he's a snake eye. So you do know him. What's in the bag? What is he planning to do to the village? Now wait a sec, there's nothing dangerous in there. The bag is just full of rations. Food! He'd never do anything to this village. He's just looking out for his old man and gave me... His old man? You mean he's your son?
La.
Oh, you don't need to be so aggressive. Look, you're making him nervous.
Well...
Sorry. Look, the truth is I was also in the bureau. I ran into your son before coming here, but he was acting strange, so we got worried. If food's all that's in the bag, then we'll leave you alone. Sorry for making wild accusations. So you used to be like my boy, huh? I have a favor to ask of you. Tell him he's atoned enough, that he should run far from you and stop worrying about me. Atoned? My son regularly sneaks into the village and leaves food in front of our house. I must feel guilty about sending me to the floodlights. He sent his own father. But even though it was his duty as a snake eye, he looked like he was hesitating at the time. Must have doubted what he was doing as he sent others to the floodlights. Though he's no longer a snake eye, I doubt others will forgive my son for what he did. So I want him to run far away and live somewhere safe. May sound selfish, but to me it hurts more to think that my son is being tied down because of me. Hey, I know he said some nasty things to you, but can I go tell him what you said? I know what it feels like to be bound by the past. And now you feel. I still can't forgive Almedra, even after all this time. But being with you, all of you, made me realize that I need to let some things go. So let's do it. Let's find that guy and tell him what his father said. You can wait here. I promise I'll tell him. Thank you. It's been rough not having anyone to talk to about these kind of things.
Are you okay, La?
Yeah. I was just thinking back on my time with the Snake Eyes. I was a serious mess back then. But I still can't believe I really arrested my own dad.
Oh, La.
Sorry. Now's not the time for old regrets.
It's back at the Navira snow plains again. It's back to the location we were again.
Looks like we made it here in one piece.
Indeed. Warpy back and forthy. We can jump down somewhere earlier, can't we? Thought we could. Obviously not. Ah, it's just here. Whee! It's fine. You've got the perfect spinning tactic. A little less enemies to dodge on this direction. I think. A horde of Zoogles. That's where that former Snake Eyes member was, right? Was it attacked? Gotta be kidding. If he's dead, imagine how his father will feel. Here comes even more. It's dangerous to stick together like this. Let's split it up. Characer and Dohalim go that way. Laura and I will be here. Shionne and Rin will go. Alphen, leave him to me. I've got to tell him what his father said. I've just got to. Law? Can't really explain, but Law sees himself in that guy. When Law looks at him, he sees his own past, his own suffering, and wants to help. Rinwell, I've told you. I know how it feels to be bound by the past. That's why you and I have to find that former Snake Eye and clear up the confusion. Yeah, you're right. Let's go, Rinwell. I've got your back. Alphen, are you sure about letting just the two of them go? Yeah, I'm sure they'll be fine. We should get going too. Okay, let's get this done. The Law and Rinwell.
Hi, Hoodle.
Spell.
Illuminate
Spell.
the dark. Come forth, holy glitter, holy land. Illuminate the dark. Come forth, holy glitter, holy land. Tempest, watch your back.
spell.
I didn't ask for more of them.
I think I'd be better off going to law so that Rinwell can do the work. You know what I mean?
Now I'm real mad. Talon Hurricane!
Photon Blast!
Feel!
Raging Storm!
Dust to dust! I'm on it!
Tempest Whirl!
Go with your weakness.
Energy!
First strike! Eagle Fly!
I'm on a roll! I didn't ask for more of them.
I've realized that there's no healer.
The waters of
So that I am my own healer, aren't I?
Feel! Inspiration! I could do this all day. It was nice while it lasted. Dust to dust! First strike!
a whirling struggle. Now!
Showing up to kick on! Demon's Descent! Flashing Fang! No enemy can
Stand against
come
us!
and get it! Inferno
Sleep
Punch!
now. It's good to be prepared.
That's enough! I'm just getting started! Talon Hurricane! Eagle, I'm just getting started!
I think I might be able to combo just with this.
Demon's Descent! Flashing Fang! Showing up to get knocked down!
Crossblade! I
Shouldn't have messed with me!
A chain between heaven and earth.
I'm on it!
A wailing
That's
dancing
enough!
of lightning.
Talon Hurricane!
Hey, oh, there's one more.
Eat this!
Never gonna use his specialist, right?
That's enough! Talon Hurricane! Eat this! Eagle Fly!
Magic Sam!
Talon Hurricane!
If I go Terror Hurricane into the evil dive, yeah.
Demon's Descent!
It's just a loop combo that's very easy to perform.
Wide open! Come and get it! Talon Hurricane! Eagle Fly! Talon
Oh my god, you can just drag people all over the map with this.
Dance in the wind! Air thrust! The waters of creation!
Well! Demon's Descent! Flashing Fang! You're wide open! Talon I'll finish you here and now! Burn! Inferno Punch! Now I'm in the groove!
Oh, I thought I was doing it.
Finish you here and now!
Oh, we did.
Crush you! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw! I'm on it! Come and get it! Inferno Punch!
Up and in nice flaw! Lightning
Why is it just loads of single enemies?
I'm here too, you know.
Talon Hurricane!
Chain between
First strike! Talon Hurricane! Eagle Fly! Talon Hurricane!
It's fine, I've got them in the combo. It's fine, we'll make it.
Hurricane! Eagle Fly!
Oh, I ran out.
Eat this! Come and get it!
Rinwell, hit him.
A wailing dancing of lightning!
Talon Hurricane!
The waters of creation!
Inferno Punch!
Dance and
Rip and tear!
Wait. That's where you were hiding. Thank goodness you weren't hurt.
What?
Law, and that woman from earlier. Were you looking for food to give to your dad to atone? What? How did you know that?
Well,
We met your dad and he asked us to pass along a message to you. Your father said you've atoned enough. You should run far from here and stop worrying about me.
Huh?
He did. Really? Your dad was worried about you. That food was never meant as atonement. But if I didn't try something to get rid of this guilt, I was going to go crazy. I'm estranged from my father. I rebelled and ran away from home. I went through a lot after that. I joined the Bureau out of fear that someone would turn me in and sent my own father, to the floodlights. I arrested my own dad too. You know that, right? Yeah, that's right. I'm jealous your parents aren't both dead. I think your dad just wants you to live. I don't want to die either, but it's my fault that Darlings and Sizzledon are so distrustful of each other. I sent countless people to the floodlights, and now I'm supposed to leave my father and flee? How am I supposed to live with myself?
hey,
What will you live for from now on? Huh? When I was struggling with my own emotions, my friends told me this. The words always make their way into my heart through any anger or regret that may be there. I see. I have a lot more life to live. I don't know if the words that saved me will have the same effect on you. I don't think regret can be something to live for. So maybe your dad wants you to find something new you can live for. Rinwell. I want to see my father. I don't just want to pass him rations. I want to apologize, to redeem myself. For that, I want to make my amends to everyone else. I'll do what I've got to do and keep living. It'll be difficult to earn the forgiveness of everyone you've wronged. Impossible, maybe. I know. If that's what you want to do, you should do it. The wrongs you've done will always be with you. If you think you could do something to make up for them, do it. Law. So you're like me too. I made up my mind. I'm not running anywhere. I'll pay for what I've done, no matter what it takes. And once I've done that, once I'm ready, I'll apologize to my father, directly, man to man. Hey, tell me, is repentance the same thing as regret? Is it enough to keep someone alive?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it is. Besides, now you're facing forward, ready to move on. You'll be fine. I'm so ashamed. You guys are all so encouraging, but I lashed out at you like that. Thanks, guys. Sorry for what I said before. I'll work harder so I can live with my dad. Hope he can live with his dad again. Yeah. Listen, Rinwell. Thank you for everything. Didn't just get him fired up, but me too. Just like you. I took helping that man as another opportunity to look back on my own past. So I should be thanking you. I see. Oh, they're not allowed to get along. Well, what's the matter, Hoodle? It's okay, Hoodle. Law didn't do anything wrong this time. What do you mean this time?
I had my doubts for a time, but Law and Rinwell have both gotten stronger.
Yes, our concerns were unfounded. They've both grown a staggering amount.
When we first met up again, I still saw them as children that needed my protection. But I was wrong. It's actually a little sad to realize.
It can be lonely when those you once protected no longer truly need your help. But they have become excellent friends and allies. Don't you think?
Yeah, I really do.
So, I think we'll take one of our character quests next, because it looks like there's only 3 quests remaining at this point in time, but I may as well get some power-ups as well. Let's just get this for the resistance plus 20, rending flash, an ability I don't have, and flaming edge burst. More HP can be consumed for that. So we're on our last one, which is resistance plus 50. Meanwhile, for Shionne, I'll just do all of this stuff here. Increase melee damage, AG restored upon enemy defeat, increase boost gauge from enemy downs. We get penetration 20. Basically on our last title now for everyone. Nice. I just don't know what to go with here. Go straight for magic charge. It's elemental defense or penetration. Penetration would have been the better combat stat, of course. So Rimwell gets a couple, and you can't get both. Increase boost gauge from enemy downs for Kisara. And for Law has a lot, so Law can get his elemental attack plus 50. I mean, he does have elemental attacks after all. Age restored, increase BG. Just doesn't really matter what we take, does it? AG restored by perfect guarding, evading. We get the elemental defense plus 40 over here. AG restored from critical hits. And we're on to the last title for penetration 50. Take increased critical damage for now. Alright, where does that take us? Real Prison Tower is a quest. Let's go to Pelegion. Level 2 at Dohalim's second/last character quest.
Always good to be back in familiar territory.
Friends who wish to befriend Duns flew off to the first level, but what did they expect to do there? I heard there was some commotion. Don't tell me it was to help the Duns, as if people with barely any astral energy could be of help.
Is that so?
So Avakir isn't here. He's one of the friends you asked to look after things in your absence, isn't he? He must be at work. He's the type who feels guilty when he has too much free time. Or Dohalim. And you are? My name is Lentigar. Avakir left me in charge in his stead. I see. I appreciate your help. Avakir will be away for some time. If you need something, I will assist in any way I can. No, I just came to see Avakir. I'll come back again later. As you wish. I shall alert you as soon as he returns. Yes? There is a magnificent statue in Saxleo Temple. Before you depart, you simply must see it. What was that about? brought up the statue out of nowhere. Why don't we make a quick stop? Something bad has happened then.
A statue in Saxleo Temple? I have no recollection of any such thing being there.
Maybe someone put it there recently?
Who besides Dohalim would do that, though?
I'm worried about there being like carbonite person at this rate. Can't fast travel to there, of course. So the furthest I can go is level 3. Did seem there was more of a reason than just treasure chests for things to be here. Apparently there was a strangely dressed intruder on the lower level. I'll keep standing watch here, so no need to worry. Mass people are getting everywhere, following their modus operandi, saying I'm sorry, while simultaneously cramming a mask on your head. Let me up. I wonder how big whatever our final dungeon is going to be. This is the place Lentikar mentioned.
Oh, yeah?
I don't see any statue. My lord.
I see.
I thought you'd be here. You guided us here to meet in secret, didn't you? Yes, the truth is, Varia has been abducted.
What?
Abducted? Avakir has gone alone to rescue her.
How absurd.
Alone? The fool. What is he thinking? There's more. He forbade me from mentioning, but... What? Tell me all you know. Traces found at the scene suggest the culprits are Danan. Surely you understand, if news of this were to spread in the city, things could get ugly. That's why Avakir went on his own. Knowing Avakir, he must have felt responsible to me and Tarnigan. This is just the kind of thing he would do.
Dohalim?
Thank you for telling me about the situation. Kisara, I apologize, but we need intel. For anything related to Danans, Gagne is the one to ask. Thank you. Gagne is actually on the top floor. What's the last time we saw him, I think? Could be in a different location now. Probably should check. Yes. In fact, it's simply just faster to fast travel no matter what.
Finally. If only we could have flown with the wind to get here fast.
Sir. Something must be amiss for the Renan representative to come all this way. I'll get right to the point. A Renan has been abducted. Rumor has it the abductors are Danan. Do you know anything about it? It is no small feat for one of us to lay hands on one of you. I know what you want to say, but there's no time. Please, if you know anything at all. Very well, but I haven't heard anything myself. If you give me some time, though, I'll ask around. Thank you. In the meantime, we'll see if we can glean any information on our own. We are gleaning. Makes sense to do it on the first floor, but we do it on the second floor as well. Lord Dohalim, when did you return? Have you noticed anything out of the ordinary of late? It's not exactly that recent, but more and more people have been voicing grievances. Grievances? The current situation? Our runners must rely on Danans for survival.
Sure.
Yes, quite a few are wondering if we can't at least have the city to ourselves. Some say it would be easy for your lordship to grant that with but a single command. Enough. The era of one-sided rule by the Renans is over. That does not mean we will be ruled by the Danans either. I understand, of course, but not everyone can accept that.
Seems a lot of the Renans still have high expectations for you as the last remaining lord.
It's been like this since the convergence. But living up to others' expectations is something I'm sure you can relate to.
Yeah, deeply.
Down to the first floor then.
Hey!
Excuse us, have you seen anyone suspicious recently?
Huh?
Anyone suspicious? I sure have. The upper floors are full of them. I see, but it's not as if they've actually done anything, have they?
That ain't funny.
Not in the last year, but have you forgotten what they did before that? No telling what they might get up to in the future. Don't even get me started about all the folks in the other regions. Sending all their Renans to this city, only caring about their own damn safety. And just what are we supposed to do if all these Renans they've gathered here start an uprising? What then? I'm sure steps have been taken to prevent that.
I think you're lying.
Certainly hope so.
The people here must have a lot of anxiety and frustration.
I can't blame them for that, but it is still a difficult issue.
Dohalim, I've been thinking about how you've been bringing together the refugees from Lenegus all by yourself. It's incredible.
Right? It sounds like you've got a lot to deal with, but I never hear you complaining. Way to go, man.
Each thoroughfare is a river. The aimless wanderers its flotsam. The rapids become deafening in their ceaseless roar.
What are you talking about? Is there a dangerous river in Pelegion or something?
No, that was Dohalim's somewhat idiosyncratic way of complaining.
Huh? Which part?
The deafening rapids represent the troubled voices of the people here. He has to listen to their woes every single day, so I suppose he must get tired after a while.
Okay. Though, to be honest, even with it explained, I'm still not sure I really get it.
My hand extended to carry any burden, receiving but pebbles.
He wants to help them solve their problems, so he listens to their concerns, but they only ever bring him small, trivial matters.
How did you get all of that?
Suspended outside your window, sunlight caught on sodden shadows. 'Tis no cause for shame.
Wow, it sounds so mysterious. What's this one about, Kisara?
In this case, the sodden shadows would be laundry. One of the Renans must have complained about wet clothing that some Danon hung out to dry. He's expressing the frustration he feels at having to listen to such petty grievances all the time.
Yes, your inferences are correct. As a man in my position, I find it difficult to speak my mind. Looking back, my achievements in Menancia truly would have been impossible were it not for your assistance. I find I am quite inadequate on my own.
Dohalim, you're a hard worker. You should be proud of that. I'd be glad to lend an ear to your complaints anytime.
Great courage is needed to travel the long road ahead. You, as ever, are my courage.
Dohalim? Yes, let's continue to travel it together.
I don't think I need that one explained to me.
I still don't get it.
Really did not need that one explaining. You too. Hey, I know you. You're the Blazing Sword, aren't you? Did you come to drive out all of these Renans? No, it doesn't look like it. You wouldn't be with a Renan Lord if that were the case. I'm gathering intel. Have you noticed anything odd recently? Seen anyone acting weird? Heard any rumors? Anything at all? Come to think of it, I don't know if he was up to no good or nothing, but I did see an odd-looking fella. A Danon.
Sure.
That's right. There's lots of folks from all parts around here, but even so, he stood out like a sore thumb. He was weird and kind of awkward, you know? Who could he have been? If that's one of the people who abducted Faria, what could their end goal be? It doesn't matter. Right now we need to find out where they took her. Calm down. I know you're worried, but you're not acting like yourself. You're right. My concern has overcome my manners. Some time has passed. I think we should check in with Gagne. He may have learned something. Good idea.
Dohalim sure seems on edge.
He's more worried than he lets on. We have to do what we can for him.
You don't have to tell me. Kidnapping is absolutely vile.
Up we go to the 3rd floor then. When will they get the room? Yeah, the world is a room. Anything is a room if you try hard enough. Yes. Remember, we'll have barely any consummations of relationships in JRPGs, and it's incredibly refreshing when there are. Gotta let the shippers ship. Can't have anything too concrete, makes people upset. Do you have any leads? I may have something that'll interest you. I can't say it's good news though. Late in the night, some men were spotted transporting a large package out of town. It was dark and the witness didn't get a good look at the men, but they say the package was big enough to fit a person inside. Witness says the men were muttering something about the woods. Woods. Shineful Woods would be the closest.
All right.
We should investigate. We finally have a lead. I also hope to avoid any unnecessary conflicts. I pray for a speedy solution to your problem. Thank you for your help.
Why would anyone be after Faria?
Maybe because she's important to Dohalim? It can't be a coincidence, right?
We'll know once we apprehend the culprits. Come on.
To Shineful Woods? What section about? At the end of the road. Actually, at the start of the road. Depends on where the map places you.
Faria's somewhere in these woods.
I sure hope she's okay.
She might be over there.
Look, someone's there.
Is that?
It's your friend, Avakia. Oh.
Doe, what are you doing here?
I should ask you the same thing. Have you gone mad? Running off on your own?
I wanted to avoid causing any trouble while you were away. Sorry.
Were the kidnappers the ones who hurt you?
Yeah, I tried to get Faria back, but I was too weak. I'm not as good as you.
She's still alive then?
There's no doubt about that. Doe, listen, the culprits...
I know. Avakir, you head back to Pelegion. Kisara, you're with me.
What was that just now?
It's rare to see Dohalim like this.
Yeah. His silence speaks volumes.
No time to dally. We need to act quickly.
I'm glad I made it in time.
I wish I could use healing arts.
Okay, where are we going? Unsurprisingly. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. By Dan's in maths, right?
Faria, are you alright?
Doe, is that you?
Technically correct.
Lord Dohalim, what are you doing here?
Lord?
That's enough.
Renan's in maths then.
Doe, be careful!
You would go so far as to disguise yourself as the very people you hate.
So you know, I'd expect no less from the great Lord Dohalim.
The abductors are Renans?
They slipped away with Faria and defeated Avakir when he gave pursuit. Though those two are not warriors, overcoming them would be no easy task for a Danan. They were attempting to frame Danans for the crime. My guess is they were trying to make me hate Danans as they do.
Precisely. But that's only because you won't do your damn job as our lord. Ever since we lost Lenegis, we've been living like prisoners. Yet you only preach reconciliation, neglecting your duty as our guardian.
How could you be so selfish?
I am still a guardian of the Renans, but that does not mean continuing our rule.
It's just our luck you'd come back on the very day we execute our plan. We may have failed, but there are others who see you as weak. You had better watch your back.
Doe.
You succeeded at one thing. Your intent was to anger me. However, the focus of my anger is you. Any that harm my friends will be punished.
Dohalim, don't! If you give in to your anger, you will be no better than our enemies. Please, stand down.
You're right. His fate must not be decided by personal feelings. We will deliver him to Pelegion to face due process. Thank you, Kisara. You prevented me from making a grave mistake.
That's my job, after all. The criminals have been turned over to the authorities.
Thank you, Kisara. That should be the end of the ordeal.
After all that, I just caused more trouble for you.
I'm glad the two of you are safe. That's all I can ask for.
Still, I have a feeling there's more trouble to come. There are still plenty of Renans and Danans who are unhappy with the way things are. I'll have to come up with other ways to keep things under control.
I'm counting on you. That reminds me, Avakir. I only learned of the kidnapping because Lentigar was concerned for your safety. You should learn to rely more on those around you.
Yes, you're right. I'll be sure to thank him.
We should let Ganya know the problem's been resolved, too. Let's go, Kisara.
Do,
Yes?
thank you. And... Take care of yourself.
I appreciate the sentiment.
There she is! Over there!
Faria!
Yes, she's here. Obviously, that was text that was supposed to happen before we saw her, but we had the traveling dialogue going on. I too will endeavor with Avakir to improve relations between Renans and Darnans and Pelegion. Dohalim, please do your best as well. There are Renans and Darnans alike who are unsatisfied with the way things are. I'll have to come up with other ways to keep things under control. Yes, you will. The sad thing is, though, you don't want to come up with other things. Makes it sound more forceful, doesn't it?
The culprits were Renans disguised as Danans?
Their intent was to turn Dohalim against the Danan people.
As a Renan, I apologize. Danans were being framed.
Ganya, please know Dohalim would never...
You're quite the conscientious one, aren't you? You could have kept quiet about the truth, and none would have been the wiser. And that's despite the fact that you were the target of this plot.
I believe telling you was a necessity.
I agree. In fact, I feel the urge to let my fellow Danans know just how honorable you are.
Ganya,
I hope this relationship continues, takes root, and endures long after we are gone.
On my name, Dohalim Ilkaris. I vow to do all that I can to that end.
So we've completed the second character quest.
are you thinking about your friend, Faria?
I've ended up putting her through another ordeal. Avakir as well. They've been made to suffer just for knowing me. And it's likely this will not be the last time either.
It's not your fault. Your position means Danans and Renans alike are going to look at you with their own individual prejudices. One side expecting the best, while the other assumes the worst. Much like what Alphen has experienced.
I understand. No. Understanding is not enough. I should have expected something like this to happen. Whether it was to a friend of mine, or someone else, it was my responsibility. And it's my fault for not being prepared. I'm going to instruct them to reinforce security. Of course, we'll have to do so carefully so as not to incite the old guard. Did you think I would blame myself more?
No. You're no longer your old self.
I don't plan on going back. Besides, the situation wasn't all bad either. Avakir had a colleague who cared about him, and was willing to step forward. The situation is changing, slowly but surely. If things continue this way, it may someday lead to that utopia you spoke of. One where all people are treated equal. Though, I do not know how old I'll be by the time I see such a world.
No matter the age, you won't be seeing it alone.
That's true.
Finding Essence. He surpassed his previous limits. Group-wearing masks appeared in the area where Danans live. We drove them off, but we still don't know who they are. They put our residents in danger. I can't allow that. I will catch them. Just wait. He's going to work. So...